Hi, I'm Chris Berman. Ahead on ESPN, get ready for a trip out to the gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri. The site for this edition of the NFL on ESPN. Dan, Peter, and Susie are standing by for what appears to be a good one. Green Bay, St. Louis. It's game time!
The field getting loose. The fans are filing in and finding their seats for the game. Hi there, everybody. I'm Dan Stevens, and welcome to the Edward Jones Zone. My pal Peter O'Keefe will be covering today's game with me. Peter, playing on the road can be an unfriendly environment, to say the least, and it has been particularly unkind to these guys.
Well, you said it, Dan. I've really had a rough go of it on the road so far this season. They're hoping they can turn their luck around in today's game. We'll see how it goes.
And now let's go down to the coin toss.
Tails it is.
Let's kick.
Number 2, kicking off for the Packers.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set.
Football.
Number 2 kicks it off to begin the game. Number 18 decides to take it out of the end zone. Will start this drive at their own 19-yard line. Wood catches this one, and Number 94 sacks him way back at the 14.
No. Number 94, that's the sack deep in the pocket. That's going to be a sizable loss.
He has to be happy with that.
Yeah, everybody's happy with that, except quarterbacks there.
Number 18 snags the missile and brought down hard at the 32.
Number 18 faces down 2 defenders and comes away with the football. Oh, nice catch.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but...
Number 16 throws a long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up fourth down. We'll start this drive at their own 29-yard line. Graham makes the catch on the goal. Williams has his number called. Adams makes the catch out to the left, and he's in for the score.
Number 9 lays this one in beautifully. Got to see it one more time.
Right on the money, Peter. He effectively rendered the defense irrelevant here. They'll start at their own 20-yard line. Second down, tight end to the left. Number 12. Number 16 zings it to the right side, and it's incomplete.
Williams closed in from the zone and forced the incompletion.
It seemed like the defense read that one from the beginning.
On to that really nice play.
Packers had an effective first. Adams makes the nice catch and is well past the marker.
Adams faces down 2 defenders and comes away with the football. Oh, nice catch.
A well-designed. Williams makes his 4th carry of the game. Peters hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball. Incomplete.
Peters.
Rodgers floats this one out to the right sidelines, and it falls incomplete.
Lewis went for the mid-range completion on that one, but didn't get it.
That will bring up 4th down, and what a disappointment. That would have given them the first. Kelly goes in motion. Number 16 throws a heater right sideline, and the reception is made for a first and more. Number 30 takes the handoff and takes it upfield. Adams sacks it back at the 36.
Adams nails his man behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to cost the offense a few yards. Oh, yeah, that's
Down, 11 yards to go. Woods didn't haul that
Pass is
one in.
incomplete.
Stay put and have to take another shot. Number 16 throws a big high
run. A lot of firepower on the field here.
lob. And he's in for the touchdown.
This is a nice run here. And when you watch the replay, Dan, check out his field vision. Great job of finding.
Start out at their own 20-yard line. Allison catches it over the middle,
First
and
down,
he's got the
Packers.
first down and a whole lot more.
Allison is going to make a great play right here. Snags the football and then really turns on the juice.
A beautiful pickup, Peter. Everyone on the offense. Rodgers throws this one way downfield, and it's tipped.
Pass is incomplete.
Incomplete. What do you have in mind?
Yeah, you know, back in my day, you'd see guys 5'8", 5'9".
Rodgers throws it to the left sideline, and it's tipped. Number 16 puts his arm into this one, and
Pass
it's
is
tipped.
incomplete.
Incomplete. This pass. Number 16 unloads this. Number 16 rifles it up. Tackled at the 32. They couldn't. Number 16 just right. Gets the sack, and the clock
With the sack.
continues to run.
Number 94 got through with ease and brought the quarterback down back there. Tackles in 2 sets.
Number 16 throws a hanger yard. Alexander
Pass
tips
is
it away
incomplete.
on the. Number 16 fires this one over. Number 4 launches the 54-yard attempt, and it's no good, short of the goalposts.
Number 4 is visibly unhappy with himself after missing this long field goal. Watch this. Well, he'll want to redeem himself after that.
Back on track here. This drive begins at their 45-yard line. Peters puts a lick on the receiver and separates him from the ball.
Dan, watch this play unfold. These guys are so talented, it's really just amazing to sit back and watch them take care of business. Oh, and I'll tell you what, he takes care of business throughout this play.
That's
Makes
the
me
end
want to
of the
hit the
second
gym
quarter.
again and maybe, get back down there on the field.
So that'll bring the first half of football to a close as the clubs head to the locker room, all tied. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN Halftime Report. Boomer?
Okay, Dana, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. Welcome, everybody, to the ESPN Halftime Show. I'm Chris Berman. A look inside the numbers from our first half and look at the discrepancy in sacks thus far. The Packers should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponent hang with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Number 16 would find his target on this one. The Packers midway through the first, the ball at the 46-yard line. Number 9 is back to throw, and when he gets an opportunity to step up, these are the kind of throws he makes. This was a big one. A 45-yard touchdown for the Packers. Rams now early in the second quarter. Rams back by 7. Number 16 is back to throw on third down. They need a big play. They get a big play. First down and then some. They tie it up, 7-all. The Packers now in the second quarter. Rodgers would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. Game tied, 7-all. Number 16 connected with his man on this one. The Packers late into the second quarter. Number 43 shows some great awareness here as he gets himself into position to pick this one off. The Rams, after getting an interception, game tied 7-all. Number 16 connected with his man on this one. And that's where we'll leave this one. Rams are keeping it evened up. We're tied 7-all.
Susie.
Thanks, Dan. Head coach Mike Sherman pointed to their run game as an area they need to improve on in the second half. They haven't been able to
Chews up about 4 on the play. Rodgers rifles this one hard over the middle, and it's complete for a first down and a whole lot more. Williams gets the call on the first down, and Williams gets the call again and barely picks up the first down. Graham snags the dart right sideline and is well past the markers for a first down. Rodgers airs this one to the left sideline, and it's caught for the score.
Cobb makes the catch with 3 defenders on his case.
I just don't know why the throw was made into triple. The Rams had their last drive stall out at the end. 2 receivers to the left. 30 will get the carry on second gain there, and they will face third down.
3rd and long, too, Dan. Big play coming up.
Number 21 makes a play on this one and forces the
Jungle Page had a rolling piece. He doesn't make much of a dent.
Rodgers really rifles this pass, and the catch is made well past. Graham didn't haul that one in. Nothing is working.
Yeah, their timing is off. They need to go to shorter passes.
Williams takes it off the... This one will fall incomplete. 4th. Scott takes the long snap and punts it away. They will start at their own 5-yard line. Number 30 picks up about 2, and that will bring up second down. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Packers are out in front, 14-7. Number 30 gets the toss and runs. Looks like it wasn't that difficult to tackle, but he had his hands full. Start this drive at the 38-yard line. Williams picked up about 7, and Rodgers uncorks this to the left sideline, and it's caught for a touchdown.
Adams shows how to play ball in the NFL. He makes the catch and then works for more yards. That's the kind of player you get the ball to.
That's
Get into the end zone.
The Rams' offense is now on the field, and except for a few big plays, they really can't be happy with their passing game up to this point. We'll see what they call on this drive as they start at their own 20-yard line. Number 16 throws this on a rope, and it's tipped. In they get.
That's right, Dan. You won't simply defend the pass when you can obliterate position. You have to wonder what they're trying to prove.
Number 16 zings it to the right side, and it falls incomplete. They will turn the ball over on down.
With the coverage.
Number choice field position. A real lapse in judgment.
Williams bulldozes right of center and searches for a hole. Stop at the 6. Rodgers throws this to the end zone, and it's caught for the score.
Lewis is squeezed by 2 defenders on this play, but still comes up with the ball. Oh, that's pure skill.
Number 96. Number 12. Number 16 zips it to the left sideline, and it's off. Intercepted. Brought down at the 48.
Number 16 is feeling some pressure as he lets this one go, which is why it zings right into the defender's reach. He wishes he had that one.
Williams chews up 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Oh, look at those numbers. That's how to get it done on the ground.
Williams carries it for the 55, and he's... Rodgers unloads this one to the left, and the catch. Williams will get the carry on first down.
13.
Williams gets the... Williams will get the carry on third down and is brought down short of the markers. The clock is still running. Rodgers lobs this to the end zone, and it falls incomplete.
Number 84 has a nice spot there on the outside, but being open isn't everything.
Well, not if you don't.
It made no sense for them not to kick the field goal. They don't need the 7. Why go for it?
Alexander makes a play on this and forces... yards to go. Alexander tips it away on the cover. Number 16 lofts this one out to the left, and it falls incomplete. They will turn the ball over on down.
Alexander gets himself into the perfect position to tip the ball incomplete. That's what I call pass protection, Dan. He gave the receiver no chance to get to the ball. That's textbook coverage. Oh, perfect.
Well, they don't convert on fourth down, and that will be it for them.
Yeah, chalk this one up in the L column, Dan. It's all over. Well, I bet we see the pass here, right to his go-to receiver.
And that is going to do it for this one. The Packers come out on top, 28-7. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
All right, Dan, thank you. So this one is in the books as we welcome you all to our ESPN Video Games post-game show. I'm Chris Berman. The Packers stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. We'll pick up the action midway through the third quarter. Rodgers would find his target on this one. A 12-yard touchdown for the Packers. Ball at their own 33. Rodgers would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. Packers ahead by 7. Adams is going to find himself on the receiving end of this one as he works his way open for the big play. They move ahead by 14. The Packers again have it. Rodgers would put this pass right where it needed to be. A 6-yard touchdown for the Packers. Packers out in front, 28-7. Williams was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Packers have it off an interception. The ball at the 46-yard line. Rodgers connected with his man on this one. And that's where we'll leave this one. Packers win big, 28-7. Now let's check in with our player of the game. A guy who made one big-time catch after another to help seal the win for his team. Adams is standing by with our Susie Colbert. Susie?
Thank you, Chris. You excelled under pressure today, and you prevailed with a big victory. What put you guys over the top?
I've got to give credit to the linebackers. They played well today. They were reading the plays, and they got after the ball like a pack of wild dogs. They played big time today. Big ups to the linebackers.
Chris, back to you.
Well, that just about does it. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time here on ESPN, celebrating 25 years as the worldwide leader in sports. I'm Chris Berman. So long.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Chris Berman. Let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the 49ers barn burn their way to a 24-point win. The Chiefs won this contest, but will stay at the third place in the AFC West. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Collins won't see action for a while, so this offense is going to have to make do without him. Unfortunately, it's a torn ACL, and that'll keep him out for the rest of the season. In front of you, we've got the NFC list, and as you can see, they could form their own MASH unit. This guy won't see action for a while, so this offense is going to have to make do without him. A hairline fracture of the arm is the initial report, and the doctors are saying he'll be out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. Now the big story of the day. This guy is going to find himself in street clothes for the time being, and that'll be a major blow to this club. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
White had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. Nelson hauled in over 150 yards receiving and helped his Raiders beat the 49ers. Way up in the northern plains in Minnesota, we had the Vikings get sent away with a 7-point loss. Packers, Rams. Get number 9 had it working as he connected with his man here for a big one. The Packers win this one by the final score of 28-7. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Dolphins win their 4th game of the year. Over in Raljean, Maryland, we had the Redskins get squeezed out by 4 points. The Lions got 300-plus yards from their offense in their victory at the HHH Metrodome. The Panthers lost at home and will have to hit the road to meet the Steelers. The Steelers won this contest but will stay at the first place in the AFC North. Patriots, Bills. Number 2,
calling signals at the 9-yard line. Crowd into it now. Rolls right. And look at this toss across his body between defenders. Picture perfect 6.
The Bills go on to win this by the final score of 28-21. Joseph had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. And in our final game, we had the Raiders come away victorious. So we're more or less at the midpoint of our season, things starting to take shape just a bit in our playoff race. Here's the men that got my prime-time players game balls. If they get their way, we will see them come postseason. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.